Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I know a few of you guys have found this to be your favorites, so I say let's get right back into it. We're going to go back to our original map known as Y2K. I believe we left off just trying to get a few starter vehicles off the ground that went okay, but let's try to get a little bit further this time. Going into the missions here, we have escaped the atmosphere. Administration says that legally we cannot call ourselves a space program without actually going to space. Well, alright. I mean, I think that's fair enough. And we can get a second one where it's to orbit KERBIN, or orbit Earth, pretty much. So let's try to get both of those done today and see how far we can go. What do we have for vehicles? Almost nothing. Do we have any science? We may have tried... Oh, we got a little bit. Stability, survivability. I say, let's try to go survivability, because then we get a heat shield and we get some better parachutes, along with landing gear. A little bit of science as well with that pressure mat. Alright. And say we're good. Let's go to vehicle assembly and get our ship back together. Gotta start with that command pod. A few fuel tanks. Now what do we got for engines here? A thrust of 167, a max of 215, 197, 227. I think I might have to go with this one, the swivel, just because it has a little bit more control than just a solid engine on the back. So if we're going with this, it weighs 1.5 tons. So I say let's put on a few fuel tanks. I think the engine will be able to, or rather the rocket will be able to get us decently far. Do we have any wings? We do. Just a basic though. This will help us keep a little bit in control. Oh, there we go. OCD's gonna start kicking if it's not lined up. Let's try to get a little bit of science on it as well. And if we're gonna go up, may as well get something out of it, right? Alright. Alright, and I think I'll see you guys here on the landing pad. And here we are, guys. Here we have our rocket. Basically the same as you saw before. Got a few little science experiments on there. Got my mystery goo, a pressure thingy, and a temperature gauge. So without further ado, I say let's blast off. Staging is good. Engine goes first, then I'll do the parachutes later. Full throttle. SAS, RCS, although RCS isn't really needed. And let's blast off. See how far we can go. I think I'm going to wait until the height barrier. Not really the height barrier, but until as far as I can go before I start using some of the science experiments. Alright, good control. Going pretty far. Not too fast. I say it's a good run so far. We're getting there, guys. We just got to get a little bit more science and we'll have enough to get out of this atmosphere. Leave KERBIN and see the great beyond. See what's beyond that. I mean, probably the moon, but that's step 2. One step at a time. Alright. Get a little bit of science, pressure data, and temperature. Let's get a crew report. I say we're good. Let's go 4 times speed just to see how far we will actually go. We might get out of the atmosphere. We're running out of air pressure, so it's not really much friction and anything holding us back. Oh, we're getting there. You get into space at 70,000 meters. If we get into an escape velocity and make it into space, I'm going to try to... Oh no, I can't EVA my KERBIN yet. Oh, we were so close. We got up to about 65,000. It's right there, guys. It's right there. Now we're coming back down. Now, this planet isn't exactly to scale, but it does a pretty good job. Everything's dumbed down a little bit in terms of size. It's miniaturized a bit. And here we are coming back down. Activating those parachutes. Oh boy. They are not disarming. And there they go. I didn't need to disarm them. Should be able to slow down in time, I hope. Speed things up a bit. There we go. Perfect. Should be able to touch down safely, no problem. And right near base. The further away you go from the launch site, the more expensive it is for the recovery to get your parts back, but we're pretty close. We're not going very far to begin with, so I think we'll get most of our money back. And everything's in one piece. Only thing we're missing is the fuel. And here we go. Almost back down. Look for the shadow. There it is. Oh! I may have spoke too soon. We did not come back all in one piece. The rocket blew up. But all the fuel tanks did survive, including Jebediah KERBIN, pilot, extraordinaire. Go EVA. EVA report. Just a little bit more since we're back home. Board back up and recover. See what we get out of this. Hopefully we got enough science to get a better engine. Get us out of space. Or out of KERBIN's orbit and atmosphere. Let's see here. 37.7 science. Not a whole lot, but we're just starting out, so it's not bad. We can get some better fuel tanks and some bigger engines. I say let's go there. Next one's going to be 45 points, though. After this, I'm thinking I might want to get some better wings, as long as with some decouplers, so I can actually attach things to the side of the rocket, and as soon as they're done, I can just blast them off. They're little, tiny, like, explosives that just blast the part right off. A radial decoupler. Like most other decouplers, is equipped with a hopefully small explosive charge that will sever the structural linkage between itself and whatever it's connected to. Heck yeah. But we're 0.3 away. Heck, we could almost... Let me try this real quick. Let's just launch this ship again. Alright. I don't think I've used this on the ground yet. 3.6 science. Can I use anything else? Not quite. What about the goo? Yeah. Crew report? Nothing to report. Alright. And let's recover. We should have enough now to get that stability. Back to research and development. And there we have it. Perfect. Now let's, try to dream up a new ship here. Well, I suppose the last one almost got us out of the atmosphere, so... bigger? Alright guys, and here we are with our rockets. I can only have 30 parts and a max of 18 tons with this landing pad so far, so the best I could do here is a big old rocket on the bottom and 2 big old rockets on the side. I think it'll get us a little bit higher than last time. Before we only had 1 rocket. Now we got 3, and bigger. So, without further ado, let's blast off. Oh wow, those side rockets are not lasting as long as I thought. But they are getting me to accelerate rather quickly. Get them. Oh! Still good. Still good. Flying straight. Maybe I should have slowed down for a little bit just to let them fly off and not hit me. But everything looks to be intact. This rocket's still going. Gaining some speed. I do have it only at 75% thrust limit because I thought that maybe the side rockets would last longer and they would all kind of like equal out, but they did not. Although we're still making some good ground. Hopefully we can get out of the thick atmosphere before the fuel runs out. Oh, I think I just heard those parts explode down to the bottom. Got a nice smoke trail leading all the way up. About to run out of fuel. Alright, and launching myself detached. Just that way the mass of the lower rocket isn't keeping me down and the aerodynamics would cause a lot of friction to slow me down. Now I'm like a little bullet. I can even spin. Yeah. There we go. And let's speed it up and see how far we get. I think we might break 70,000 meters. We can do it. Come on. Come on. Still going strong. And slow it on down. There we have it. We're in orbit. Woo! And that's going to show us going all the way up to 78,000. And then going back down to sea level at 0 meters. Although still close to the launch site. Oh, while we're here, gotta get some science. Observe the mystery goo. The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. It almost appears to have become brittle. Well then, what is the mystery goo? We may never know. Locked temperature, locked atmosphere. Wait, what did the atmosphere say? The instrument reads 0. as if it were in a vacuum. Well, we're in space, so yes. Yes, it would be. But now that we've gone all the way up, we must go down. Hopefully this heat shield that I've got here on the bottom is going to protect us, absorb a lot of the heat that we're going to be getting from the re-entry. We're going to burn up like nothing. Let's try to get these drag chutes open first, and then we'll open up the main parachute. So let's check our staging. Next time we press enter, these two on the side will deploy, and then while I wait, I can put that one to finalize my descent. So let's speed it up and see what happens. Hopefully we'll survive this. We're not coming in too fast, so it shouldn't be too bad. Plus with our flat surface all the way down, making us lose a lot of speed that way. Uh-oh. Oh, we just hit the thick atmosphere. You can actually see it now. Just a little bit, but I am slowing down quite fast. Well, that wasn't bad at all. We're gonna make a safe landing and everything. So let's get these drag chutes open. Alright. Slowed us down pretty good. We want to be hitting the ground at a maybe, preferably below 15 meters per second. Below 10 would be perfect. Oh, there's the shadow, so we gotta watch for, because as soon as that gets closer to me, then you can tell exactly how far away you are from the ground. It's a good way to judge distance. I mean, they do alright on the textures, but it is a little hard sometimes to tell exactly where you are. And let's deploy the last one. Oh, a little fast. I should have deployed that earlier, but the capsule did survive. We only lost a heat shield on the bottom. Perfect. Crew report. 1.5. Record the crew's assessments of the situation. Sideways? You are the horizon now. Horizontal. But perfect. Let's recover vessel. See how much we got. We also did, I also forgot, we had a mission to get out of the atmosphere, so we got some from that. 46 science overall. Wow. 20, 28, 29.5, and then there was that mission that we completed. How should we get from that? We got 4 science. Wait, then how did we... Oh well, I'll take it. We have 46.5 science now. I say let's get the advanced rocketry, and we'll call it there for now. Until the next episode, I think we'll try out some of these new rockets that I just researched and hopefully get into orbit rather than just escape the atmosphere and come back down. Maybe we can get into a full circular orbit where we can rotate the whole KERBIN and then come back down. We'll see though, but we'll have to wait until the next episode. Till then, stay cool.